joexfm.co.uk.
This is XFM.
Hi, this is Adam.
Hey, this is Joe.
And we are thousands of miles in the air on a plane bound for Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Tinseltown.
Is that what they call it?
City of Dreams.
Why do they call it Tinseltown?
Because it's where they manufacture all the tinsel.
All the tinsel?
Yeah, it's the globe's #1 centre for tinsel and bauble production.
Wow. Is that why we're going there?
Yeah.
To buy some tinsel?
To get some state-of-the-art tinsel.
Now, we're brave, in a way, for going at all, aren't we? Because many people are staying off the planes now thanks to the new terror threat.
That's right, the new terrifying terror threat. We've had to come on board with absolutely no hand luggage, and it took us 19 years to get to the check-in.
That's right.
Check-in, check-out, check it all about.
We bought our tickets when we were 15 years old.
Yeah.
And we've only just got through the security.
Yeah, that's a gross exaggeration, obviously, but not that gross.
No. I think it's a sexy exaggeration.
A sexy one.
Yeah. So what are we going to do for like 11 hours with no fun things from our carry-on luggage?
We'll have to rely on the stuff that Virgin Atlantic give us, the fun bag.
I love fun bags.
I'll have to rely on my fun bag.
Luckily, I've bought a copy of the latest Adam and Joe podcast with me.
Oh, brilliant.
That's kind of self-referential, because this is the latest Adam and Joe podcast.
Oh, wow.
That's like a Charlie Kaufman film, isn't it?
It's like the reflection of a mirror in another mirror.
Like, yes,
on a planet of mirrors.
In the mirror planet.
In the cosmos of mirrors.
Ooh.
On top of a mirror.
Mirror.
On the back of a mirror. Inside a mirror.
Ooh.
A mirror. The Sunday mirror.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
XFM.
Yes, it's XFM, and it's in London.
Now, of course, unless you were living under a rock this week, you would have been aware of the fact that we are currently at the critical threat alert level?
Yeah, Britain is at critical threat alert level.
So there are 5. Could you name the 5 alert levels, Joe?
Yeah. Level 1 is Sal Cool. It's just SALLKOLL. Sal Cool.
Yeah.
Just means everything's cool. It's all cool.
Okay.
Said in a Rastafarian accent.
Yeah.
Sal Cool is number 1. Number 2 is what? It's just WHAT with a question mark. What? It's like something might be going down in the peripheral vision. What? And then in brackets, easy man. Because it's all right. It was nothing serious. Number 3 is get off me.
Yeah.
These are the Rastafarian state of alert.
Threat levels.
Get off me. That someone's approaching and like maybe it's don't mess with me. This is turning into sort of a Jim Davidson sketch from the mid-70s. Number 4 is just stop it. I think generally stop it. Number 4, everyone has to stop everything.
Yeah.
I've dropped the Rasta thing. I was getting a bit worried.
You can go back to it for number 5, which is critical. Critical. And we are currently at critical. The real ones, let me tell you, are low, an attack is unlikely.
Low.
Moderate, an attack is possible but not likely. Substantial, an attack is a strong possibility. Severe, an attack is highly likely. And critical, an attack is expected immediately.
I think they should just arrange the Spice Girls in ascending order of panic. So it would be baby, would be like the baby Spice Alert, would be everything's fine. It's quite innocuous. Then you'd have Sporty, which is, get physically prepared because something might be going down, so get fit. Then at number 3 it would be Ginger.
Uh-huh.
Which is just unnerving.
Well, it's amber, isn't it? You're almost
amber alert, exactly. Alternatively known as strawberry blonde. At number 4 would be posh, because that would just mean get yourself posh, get organised, get in the bunker. Get in the posh bunker. And of course, number 5 would be scary.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
This is XFM.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to start the movies off again. They'll be coming on in a couple of minutes.
Sorry, that's a little air pressure related burp. Do you not get that when you're flying in a plane? Air builds up inside your body and comes out all the orifices.
Yeah. Well, I certainly fart a lot more, but I always assumed that was because of the rich airplane food.
Everybody farts on planes.
But it's nice, though, because you can fart down into the seat. And no one hears it, and it filters out the smell.
For some reason, it's not really. You can't really smell them, can you? Because the jets of air
are blasting so hard,
Yeah.
and because there's so many rotten smells from the lavies drifting around, you can fart with impunity. I think this is an unspoken fact that any airline flight over, say, 5 hours is just a fart festival.
It is a big fart festival, and some people I know get upset about it because of the fallacy that the air inside an airplane cabin is the same from...
Is that a fallacy?
That is a fallacy, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, of course they filter it and they rotate it. It's not the same air the whole flight. That would be insane.
No, I think it is.
It's not.
Or I think I read somewhere the legal limit for how much air you have to put in the cabin has been massively lowered as a way for airlines to cut costs.
What? Where
Yeah.
did you read that?
I read it in the paper.
No.
So they do replace the air, but they do it far less times than they used to.
Why is it expensive to have new air?
Because it's expensive to have air.
Can't they just pop open the window?
No, because there ain't any outside. That's the point. The oxygen content is low. They can't open the window. That's why otherwise they just have open windows.
So what, are they carrying big bags of air?
Yes. Yes, they are. And there's a massive air filtering system. You can't breathe in space. All right.
It's another lively debate between the two morons.
Well, no, hang on a second. Why are you lumping me in? I'm the one who's having to explain basic airline
I don't
breathing
believe that.
functioning.
I do not believe that
Why
it's
do
the
you
same
think-
air going round and round. I just don't believe it.
Well, what do you think they open the
No,
windows
because
and
I
let
did
new
no,
stuff in?
because this is the thing. I know you read
You're the man who thought that planes travelled at the speed of light.
That's
remember.
true.
So be
Only
a little
Concorde.
More, be a little more, giving.
Anyway, here we are on our plane. I suppose we should get on with our podcast and check back with you folks shortly. Oh no,
Oh, the bloody baby.
it's a nightmare. And we've paid about £1 million for these seats, and what do we get? A glass of Fanta with some champagne in it, and we don't even get a massage.
Oh, I'll give you a massage.
Thanks, man.
Only the balls, though.
Okay.
XFM.
We're sort of obsessed with Jaffa cakes, and the fact that it says on the box of a packet of Jaffa cakes that they are recommended by sports nutritionists. Something which we find
A
extraordinary.
little bit disingenuous, is that the correct word?
Yeah, possibly. But,
Yeah.
but you know, I mean, it doesn't... All they need to do is pay 2 sports nutritionists to endorse them, and then they can say anything
Do
they
you
want.
think?
Yeah, so it's a legitimate claim.
I don't know. I think the Advertising Standards Authority would take a tougher line than
Yeah,
that.
because
They've
I-
probably
I-
got some logic behind it,
I
haven't
would
they?
think that if all sports nutritionists in the UK were polled, I don't reckon that they would
No,
all...
you don't see Linford Christie stuffing his face with Jaffas
Yeah, you know,
before a big race,
the
do you?
odd- and it's nothing against Jaffas, because they are lovely.
They're tasty.
But, you know, everything in moderation. You know what I mean?
But this is the logic that sugar, that anything with sugar in it makes you go faster, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how Lucozade can justify being a sports drink.
Okay.
Because it's got glucose in it.
Yes.
And that gives you energy.
That's
but
right.
it only gives you energy later, doesn't it? It's not instantaneous. Anyway, the other thing it says on the box is that if you've got a problem with Jaffas, if you're addicted to them, call the Jaffaholics anonymous line.
Well, they're sort of jokingly saying, go on, get addicted, eat as many as you want. And I thought, that can't be their attitude, can it? So I gave them a call. I was interested to find out what happened if you did call the Jaffaholics line. And it says quite sort of seriously, if you do have a problem, call in the strictest confidence this number. So this is what happened, first of all, when I called the number.
Hi, you're through to McVitie's Care Line. If you are calling regarding McVitie's Jaffaholics Anonymous, please press 1.
Hello, your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.
Yeah, I've got like a really bad problem with like cakes and eating.
Thank you for calling.
What? What about my problem?
So that was
That
it.
doesn't give you much time, does it?
It's just a little answering machine, and it's only about 5 seconds worth
That's
of actual
very
message.
flippant.
So I wasn't going to stand for that.
You could have a real problem. I mean, some people are addicted to chocolate.
Well, exactly. So this
So
is
what are McVitie's playing at?
this is what I wanted to find out, if they how they would deal with it if I really did have a problem.
Hi, you're through to McVitie's Care Line. If you are calling regarding McVitie's Jaffaholics Anonymous, please press 1. If you would like to speak to a customer services agent about any McVitie's products, please press 2. Good afternoon, McVitie's.
Yeah, I called the problem line. You know, like if you've got a problem.
Right.
And I can't get anyone there. There's like just a machine.
Yes, it is. It's just so you can leave a recorded message.
Can I not talk to anyone about it?
No, not really, because we're not qualified to help you in any way.
Why do they put the number on the packet?
It's just so you can call that line and leave your comment.
But it says if you got a problem.
Right, so do you have a problem then?
Yeah, with like the Jaffas.
Right, and what problem have you got?
Like I eat a lot of them, you know. Too many.
So how many are you eating?
It's like about 10 packets a day.
Yeah, some people say they're eating 15 or 20 a day, so I shouldn't worry too much.
So she's not impressed by that.
15 or 20?
15 or 20 packets.
How many Jaffas in a packet of Jaffas?
At least about
10.
10 or 12.
That's 150 Jaffas a day.
And I'm pretty sure that isn't good for you.
No, that's sport nutrition. You'd become a top-class athlete on that many
You
Jaffas.
reckon? You could just roll down the track.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's not taking me seriously on the whole I'm addicted to Jaffas thing, so I persevere a little bit.
Do you want to leave your name at all, and we'll put you down as being a Jaffaholic?
But I'm in trouble, you know, because I put on a lot of weight. I'm not eating nothing else, really, you know.
You'll have to try and cut down.
I can't, though, you know, I'm just thinking about them all the time, you know. I like them.
Qualified to help you in here, you see. We're not counsellors at all. All we can do is, you know, just make a note of your comments for you.
Because it says, like, if you got a problem, you should call, you know.
Yes, well, it was just a fun line. It was just intended as that.
Oh.
If it is that severe, then you really need, you know, counselling help, and we can't help you with that.
But I thought they were, like, recommended by sports nutritionists here. Can I talk to one?
We haven't got a nutritionalist here, so it's probably a call to the doctor that you need. Right.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for calling anyway. Bye.
Oh, yeah, bye.
She's really sunny. She's not genuinely concerned about my problem at all. She's just trying to fob me off to another agency.
What kind of help is that? No, this is just so that we can make a note of your problem. Put you down as a Jaffaholic. There's a list. Some kind of evil list.
Did you hear halfway through she put me on speakerphone as well?
Did she?
Yeah.
So the rest of the office could hear.
That's right.
Mr. Nutter.
Mr. Nutbar.
XFM.
This is XFM.
Hey, we're back on our flight, heading towards Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. According to the sky map, we're actually still just over the North Pole.
That's right, we're above Godtarb.
Greenland. Yeah.
Why is it that every time you look at the sky map, you are pretty much always above Godtarb? Does the plane get there and just hover for about 3 hours in the middle of the flight?
Yeah, the
above
guy
Godtarb?
that runs Virgin Atlantic has some kind of a beef with the citizens of Gobtarb. And basically he just circles his planes over them.
Dropping blocks of wee on them.
Yeah, for about 6 hours. It only takes 3 hours to fly to LA, but they just circle around Gobtarb and ruin the lives of two ice fishermen called Hordik and Nunk, who have done something to really annoy Richard Branson.
Nunk?
Yeah.
Are they brothers?
You know, to them, Adam would be a stupid name. Oh, Adam. Oh, Nunk, that's so ridiculous.
Nordic. You'll never believe the name I heard today. Joe. That is a stupid name. You should tell Fulgne. He too will find that funny. Fulgne, over here. Hordick, tell him. At least the baby stopped crying. But I'm not feeling that calm, so I'm going to listen to the Stay Calm channel.
Okay.
For a little bit. Imagine that you are at the seaside. The sun is so warm. Ooh, in fact it's too hot. Ouch, you should have used a higher factor lotion. You're going to get skin cancer. Jesus Christ, that's not very calming. That's depressing, the Stay Calm channel. I'm going to have to listen to more podcasts to calm me down. Okay.
That sounds interesting, let's talk about it. Let's start talking now.
Yeah, so here we go. I saw Amityville Horror yesterday.
Wow.
The remake of the classic, well, it's not really classic, the remake of the average 70s movie that's now an average noughties movie. And it's pretty average, but one of the things that was the most annoying about it was the fact that I see a lot of horror films, Ring 2, Grudge, Ring 1, all that shenanigans.
That's 3. I've seen 3 horror
I've
films.
seen a lot. Godsend I saw as well.
You don't have to say all that.
I haven't seen
believe
Hide
you.
and Seek. I see them all. And they're doing the same things in all of them. So I thought I'd just write a list of 10 things that I think are no longer scary and should be banned in horror films. If we were prepared, we'd have a sort of scary backing track for this.
But we
don't really. Okay, and number one, I don't think you should. Okay. Number one, ghoulish women with long black hair emerging from unlikely places. That's an obvious one, isn't it?
That's J-horror, isn't it?
Yeah, but any woman with a pale face and very long black hair, it's just not scary anymore. Number two, any ghost on the ceiling, anti-gravity ghosts.
Yeah.
You look up and you see hands and knees on the ceiling going... Yeah. It's not scary.
First time you saw that, can you remember?
Probably The Fury.
Yeah, The Fury.
The geezer floating in the air in The Fury.
Moment.
Okay, but it's over now. The Fury was in the 70s, wasn't it? Early 80s,
it was
maybe.
a long time ago.
Yeah. Number three, anything coming out of the bath. While you're in the bath, hands coming out of the bath.
Yeah,
not scary. Anything pulling you under the bath. It was good in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah.
When the hand with the knives came out. I think it was number 2, was it, or number 1? I can't remember. Number 4, wide-eyed pale children with invisible friends. Any child with an invisible friend, no, it's done.
Yeah,
it's been done about 6 times in the last year.
Countless.
No more of those, please. By the way, all these things pretty much are in the Amityville remake. At number 6... at number 5, wide-eyed pale children who draw inappropriately horrifying pictures. What are you drawing, Sammy? A picture. And it's a disgusting picture of a man being decapitated and a demon. Number 6, any and all shocking words scrawled on a wall in blood. In Amityville Horror, the remake, it's catch them and kill them, spelt with a catch with a K. As if being bad at spelling is going to make him an even more horrifying killer.
Do you think that kind of thing predated the Manson murders?
No, I think it started with the Manson murders. That's what pretty much inspired it. But it shouldn't be carrying on, 30 years later.
No, they even had it in, what was that film? Was it Jagged Edge they had it in?
Yeah, it's in Hide and Seek, it's in Amityville Horror. At number 7, any monster appearing in the bathroom mirror who then disappears when they turn around.
Right.
That's over. Surely that's over. I mean, as soon as anyone looks in a bathroom mirror in a horror film, there's going to be some demon popping up behind them. At number 8, ghosts or monsters or possessed people with their heads wibbly-wobbling at high speed.
Oh, yeah. They didn't really have that in the Amityville Horror.
Yeah, especially with bondage. They'll have someone strapped into a weird torture device with a strap across their forehead. And then they'll film it at normal speed, right? The person wiggling their head. Then they speed it up and put an effect. That's just
Did they really
funny.
put the wobbly effect on?
Yeah, they always put the wobbly effect. It's just funny. It's not scary.
Well, yeah, again, first time I saw that was Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, it was good in Jacob's Ladder.
It was brilliant. Yeah. Very impressive. Never seen it then. But yeah, they that's the kind of thing that's going to pop up in a pot noodle advert next week.
Stop it. I tell you what it'll pop up in is a road safety advert. Because that's where these devices end up, in road safety adverts. Then they finish. At number 9, a spectral figure darting through the picture very quickly, accompanied by a sudden loud noise.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? In the background, in the foreground, could be glimpsed while you're going up in a lift. Mm-hmm. That's how they do it in The Grudge. That's over.
Again, first time you saw that?
Oh.
Exorcist 3 was a good one.
That was brilliant. The guy darting through the corridor with the big scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only good bit in that film.
Done. That's done. That's over. Moratorium on that one. And finally, at number 10, sudden loud noises generally. They're not frightening. I mean, shocks. Bang shocks. They're not frightening. They're just annoying and unpleasant and dangerous for people with heart conditions.
That was interesting. We talked about it. Let's stop talking now.
Hey, how you doing? That's pretty much the end of our podcast. We're still on our plane, though. We're almost about to land, about 45 minutes away, which always I feel pretty euphoric when you get to the last hour. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been counting down the hours. Finally, you're almost there. And like an hour would seem like a long time for a normal bit of travelling. But when you're in the final hour of a transatlantic flight, it's all bonus time. It's like a party.
It's true, it's like a really bad party.
A very bad party, admittedly, but you feel so happy, you can't believe it's almost over. There's a good chance you're going to survive. You're going to be stepping out of the plane. That holiday heat's going to hit you in the face.
Yeah, but the end is so protracted, isn't it? Because the last hour always goes really slowly, and then once it does land, you've got to stay in your seat, and then it'll be held on the tarmac, because there's other planes in front of it, and then when it does dock with the dock, you'll have to wait even more, because they let all the first-class passengers out first, and the first-class passengers are really slow. And they go, thank you very much, thank you, to the air hostesses. And you don't actually get out of the plane for ages, right?
When they ask you to stay in your seats until the plane has come to a complete stop, do you observe the rule?
Sometimes I'm a bit anarchic and I unclip my seatbelt.
Sometimes I do that as well. I do it very, very quietly so they can't see that I've done it.
And you say thank you to the stewardesses on your way out?
I'll nod at them sometimes, but you know, it depends on the service. The service hasn't been too bad on this flight.
Sometimes I say off.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Off. Sir, what a off. That was shit. I hated that. It was horrible. You didn't make it any better, you stupid Wear less makeup. Off.
There was one stewardess on this flight who I might say
I don't do it.
Yes, you do.
I've never done that.
Have you never?
No.
I might do it on this time, because check it out, earlier on...
Stuff it up your arse.
Stuff it up your arse, you stupid cow.
Do you know that change that they've asked me to give to check my foreign change for charity? I just chuck it in their face.
Exactly.
Like maybe a couple of 2p's and a 1p. Off. Over made up. Give that to the starving. That's the best way to do air raid, just save it for the very, very end of the flight as you're getting off.
They'd arrest you.
No, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Just for saying and chucking change in their face.
Ian Brown was in prison for several years because he looked menacingly at one of the stewardesses.
Really?
Yeah. I think he said, like, I'll chop your hands off to one of the
threatening
thing. I know, I don't believe that he was actually going to chop your hands off. And he got put in prison. You don't have to do much. And I think throwing euros in their face and telling them to off
You're right.
would probably get you about 10 years.
What if I just drop the coins on the floor and give them a dirty look? Is that equally effective?
That you get community service for that.
All right.
So watch it.
I think I'll just say thank you.
I think that's the best policy. Thanks for listening.
Off.
The United States is determined to end the heartache caused by fruit or vegetables. They fund a national program of research aimed at understanding these vegetables. So if you are carrying any fruit or vegetables, please hand them to a member of cabin crew before leaving the aircraft, and we will dispose of them for you.
104.9 FM in London. NTL Channel 891.
XFM.